All right, it's time for another edition of the End of Day Report with yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com. All right, you guys, we are now preparing ourselves. We're getting ready for Take Back Friday. Of course, we killed it today in the Bitcoin trade. Hand clap for the Pulse Waves. Give yourself a hand clap if you had the fortitude, the intestinal fortitude to ride that Pulse Wave rally alert. All right. That's how we do over here. See, I told you, if you come on over here and break bread with us, we will break you off a piece, okay? That's what we do. You come over here, and then we break you off a little something, something. All right? That's what these markets are here for. They're here to break us off. And only those with the kahunas to take it will get it. The market just ain't going to give it to you. You got to come take it. You got to come take it. All right, so with all that being said, man, PulseWaveTrading.com, you know what it is. Come on over and get that six-pack. You know you thirsty, man. Come on. Come get the six-pack. It's only $69 a month. What are you doing with your life? Get your life. Come on over here and break bread with us, man. Stop playing around. 10 million layoffs in 2 weeks. Come on now. I told you they was coming for your jobs. They're not going to be satisfied until everybody is laid off, okay? Everybody. They want you dependent upon Uncle Sam. Uncle Sam wants you dependent on him. He wants you to look to him for your sustenance. All right? He doesn't want you being independent of mind, body, and soul. He wants your mind, body, and soul. He wants you to bow down and worship him. Do not give Uncle Sam the time of day. Handle your business. You need a solid income stream, a solid, consistent income stream. How in the world are you going to get that with no job? Nathan, nada, zero, zilch, no job. All right? You got to be able to take care of yourself, feed yourself. Don't look to the government to take care of you because they're not going to take care of you. Their track record is horrendous. All right? That's not even their reason for being. They were not created to be your nanny, to be your uncle, to be your mother, father, sister, or brother. All right? They're not. They're just not. That's not their function. They're here to govern. They're here to bear the sword. All right? That's what they're here to do. All right? They're here to protect life, liberty, property. All right? That's what they're here for. Anything other than that is nonsense and bloated government. And you don't want that. You don't want big government. But the more we go to the government and ask them to spend, the bigger the government becomes, the bigger the bureaucracy becomes. That's why you have to cut yourself off from them. The only way to do that is to educate yourself in these markets. And then once you've done that, you will realize that even if you want to take place and participate in these markets, you're going to need algorithms. Very sophisticated, state-of-the-art algorithms. And you're going to need to know how to trade the market consistently, profitably. You're going to need to know how to make money in falling markets as well as in rising markets. You're going to need to be robust. What that means is you're going to be able to trade every market, whether it be futures or forex or cryptos or equities. You got to be able to move and shake. All right, so there it is. You know what time it is now. You know what kind of time we on. But truth be told, we're running out of time, folks. That's right. We are running out of time. They're coming for the jobs. 10 million jobs lost, gone, never to return again. Out of here. Say it with me. Say out of here. They're out of here. They're not coming back. Jobs gone. Layoffs rolling. They're not stopping with the layoffs. The layoffs keep coming. It's only going to get worse. I told you we have not seen the bottom. All right. Markets just don't turn like that for no reason. All right. We haven't seen the bottom yet. There is no bottom. The bottom is a long, 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 long way away. And we are nowhere near it. There are many things that are causing this circumstance to take place. Many things. Debt is the number one thing. Even if there were a cure for the coronavirus tomorrow, like boom, bam, here's a cure. Not only will it cure you of the coronavirus now, but forever. You cannot be reinfected. This is a one shot. This is a kill shot. You're done once you get it. You know, going about your business, enjoy the rest of your life. Even if that were possible, do you understand the ramifications? Do you understand the long-term effects of what they have done to the economy? Do you know what they have done to the economy? They have ruined it. All right. Today was like the perfect day for markets. If you are bearish, the stock market today was a gift. The market rallied beautifully. And I do mean beautifully. It rallied just enough. And I do mean just enough. It rallied just enough so that shorts can have their way. So the first thing I know you're probably thinking to yourself is, well, if all that's true, where in the world do we go from here? You know, how do we get from there to here? How do we do that? That's a very good question. And I'm about to show you exactly where we go from here and what has to happen tomorrow. Been working on a surprise. I was hoping I would be ready to roll it out this evening, but I'm not. I'm just not there yet. It's taking a little bit more time. I need to run some more tests, make sure everything is on the up and up. And if I can get it on and popping, if I can get it cranking like I want, like I think and hope that it can be, it's going to be a nice little tool for you. It's going to be a nice little tool. Now, this tool that I'm considering rolling out for our subscribers, anyone who has any level of subscription with the weekly PulseWave price triggers, anyone who is subscribed to those reports, not the free accounts, but any one of the paid subscription. If you have a paid subscription, you will automatically receive this product. All right. So I'm working on it. We're going to see. I'll make the announcement once I have it down pat. Once I have it down pat, though, I'm going to let it loose. I'm going to let y'all do what y'all do. It's only for the futures, though. It's only for the futures. I'm sorry, only for the futures. So anyone who trades the Dow, the Nasdaq, the E-mini S&P, the Russell, crude oil futures, anyone who does that, you're gonna enjoy this. There's just a little something, something, and we'll see. I can't promise anything yet, so I'm not gonna tell you what it is. You just have to wait and see. It's gonna take me a little bit more longer to work on it. I may be able to get it done even tomorrow. We'll see. And then I'll get with Frank once it's done. I'll show it to him, and then we'll decide where we're gonna go from there. But this is a nice little something something. It's a little companion that I think you guys will like. I think you'll get a lot from it, and it'll help you along on your journey. And especially for you guys that may have a little bit more experience, I think you're really gonna like it. I think you'll really separate what you're doing and add value to what you've been doing. So yeah, we'll see. It's a little special something something just for the times that we're in now. I guess I'll call it the COVID-19 method. The COVID-19 is coming to a chart near you. COVID-19. So I work on that, and then I'll get back with you on that. I'll let you know what's what. My goodness, the way these markets are moving though. Excuse me. Wow, this thing is already it's already doing a little something something. Shoot. I may have to cancel this broadcast and get some overnight trades going. No, I wouldn't do that to y'all. I am looking though. I'm looking at these overnight markets while I'm rambling over here, just taking a look at something real quick. Okay, so in case you missed it earlier when Frank and I did the midday market thing, we were talking about the Bitcoin trade and all that. I had mentioned some things in that live feed. I don't know if you guys caught it or you were paying attention or you just whatever, it went over your head. But I was explaining to you what my position was going to be. As you know, because we're in these COVID-19 days, it's anything that we're doing is going to be fast. The markets move really fast. They go down hard and they go up even harder. So you have to be really, really like super nimble in this type of a market environment. You have to like take your profits almost like daily. Like you can't even let it ride for a couple of days because there's no trends right now. It's just a very wide trading range where the markets move violently in one direction and then turn around and move violently in the other direction. So you have to be quick. Well, you have to be quick on the sticks. That's a gaming reference. That's what we say for those people who play console video games. You know, you got to be nice on the sticks. You got to be quick on the sticks. All right, so you got to be real quick. You got to get in, get out. When you see profit, you don't politic over profit. You just get in there and you bang it out and say, "Give me my money, give me my money," and then you roll out. All right, so as I'm doing this and looking at this, I think I might be done now. It's just really funny. I think I may have done it already. This is looking really nice. Really, really nice. I'm going to attempt, and the word is attempt. I will see if it's possible. Actually, I can probably add the forex into this, but only 3 pairs. No, make that 4. I can only do it for the euro yen, the euro, the Aussie, and the pound sterling for right now. Don't ask me to add anything else because it's not that simple. This is a specialized situation. All right. And it's really only, excuse me, it works best in certain market types. And that's all I can tell you. Other market types is not as effective per se, but in the futures, oh yeah, futures and a couple of the forexes I mentioned, you might be able to have a field day with those. It might do a little something for you. But other issues, no, because it's based a lot also on velocity and volatility, and some things don't really have that. You have to have both. You got to have the velocity and you have to have the volatility. And some things have very narrow daily trading ranges, so it would never work. You really need that nice fast moving market, and you need to have some volatility in there. If you don't have no trading range, and you talking about a flat market, then it will never work. You do need to have some action, and certain markets are prone to having more swings and action in them than others. So that's why this is not something that I would just say, okay, here this is. I'm rolling this out across the board. This is how this is going to work. It wouldn't work. Trust me, it would not work. It would never work. So that's why this is not a wide-ranging tool. It's just something, a little something, something for those handful of markets that I mentioned, and it's not for the rest of them because, like I said, it would never work because they just don't move either enough or with enough force. It has to be fast moving, and then it has to have a certain amount of volatility. So you need to have velocity and you need that volatility. If you're lacking either one of those ingredients, it won't work. And that's excuse me, that's just the nature of the markets, though, in themselves. Not all markets act the same. Some markets have their own nuances about them, and you would have to know that. Like some markets are like, they have really powerful seasonal patterns that you can literally set your watch by. And if you don't know that, you could get smoked because you'll come upon that seasonal pattern where it's time to kick in, and it'll kick in on you, and you're on the wrong side of the market when it kicks in, and you're just done. You know what I'm saying? You'll just be decimated. So that's why it, you literally have to find and hunt the right market to do this exercise in, because not all of them will fare the same. Some markets are really, move based on news, or they move a lot based on seasonal patterns, or like if it's food, we're talking about growing seasons, and we're talking about slaughter seasons. On if we're talking about meats, it's so many different variables that come into play with certain markets, and you just have to know what those are. And you can't teach experience. That's something you have to get in there and start banging it out. And then over time, you will learn the nuances of, said market. And that's also one of the reasons why we recommended post-wave trading when you first starting out. Don't try to just chase whatever and just, trade a million different things. Try to focus on 5 markets or less. And that way you can become an expert in those markets that you're trading, because you'll get used to the money flows as they go in and out of the market. You'll get used to the swings. You'll know what's normal, what's abnormal in your market, because you trade that market, and that's just what you do. It could even just be one market or 2 markets, and that's just all you do, and you just know how that market moves, so you're able to develop a gut for the market. And that's where you say, oh, my gut feeling is telling me something else. I don't like the way this is moving. I'm going to do this today. Or no, you know what? I need to take my profit out. Or you know what? No, I'm not going to move my stop. I'm going to let this one ride or whatever. Some things, like I say, it just comes with experience and knowing how certain markets move. So I say all that to say, whenever we roll out any type of a new product or any kind of enhancement, we try to make sure that it's not going to confuse what you're doing, because we don't want anyone to be overwhelmed or confused. We just want everyone to be on the same page, know what you're doing, get a routine down and just do that routine every day. Don't deviate from the routine that you establish for yourself. Just keep it going. Once you reach that successful, level, you want to keep doing the things that got you there in the first place. One of the biggest mistakes that traders make is once they get consistently profitable, they start doing things different instead of just focusing on the things that got you there in the first place. Don't try adding more markets and all this other stuff. You know, I knew a guy back when I first started out, and he was a client of mine, and all he did, and this is back, when you had full service brokerage, and all he did was trade cocoa futures. All right, no options, just straight futures, cocoa futures, and he day traded cocoa futures. That's right, you heard it right. He day traded cocoa futures, and he was actually doing quite well, but he didn't have the discipline. He didn't develop trading discipline. So he would make, a good trade and then turn around and give the money all back to the market. He was missing key parts of his trading mentality, and that's what was getting him in trouble. But had he stuck with the thing that had got him there and not gotten greedy, he would have carved out for himself a profitable cocoa system that would to this day continue to net him income. He would have a consistent income stream doing nothing but trading that one market, cocoa futures. He had became so adept in the order flow that he could just read and just knew what to do and go long or short. It was actually pretty neat when he showed it to me. It was actually pretty neat. I had never excuse me, seen anyone do something like that. And mind you, this is back when cocoa futures barely even moved. All right. Now they're all over the place, but this is back when you would have these little teeny market movements, little narrow daily trading ranges, but then a story would come out that there was another coup on the Ivory Coast, and then the thing would just go bananas. So this is back in those days. So I say all that to say you want to get into the habit of having healthy habits in the beginning. You want to build healthy habits in the beginning. Don't think you're going to come in here and just be a rock star and just own the market, because that's not about to happen. All right. What you want to do is, build a discipline and execute correctly, because at the end of the day, excuse me, trading is all about execution. It's all about trade execution. What does trade execution mean? Trade execution means that you are putting your orders in correctly and on time. All right. So, like, the methodology that we teach is to get our orders in ahead of the market's openings, ahead of the movements before the market moves. So what that means for consistency and trade execution would be making sure you're putting in your prices correctly when you're filling out your order tickets, making sure that you're doing that. A lot of errors happen right there in that first process right there. You press sell when you meant to press buy, and vice versa. Or you mess up with your lot size and put the wrong lot size in, or what have you. It could be a host of different mistakes. You want to be consistent in your trade execution. That's where most of the problems start. So if you can just get consistent and just actually place your trades every day like you're supposed to, you're already miles ahead of everyone else, just in the fact that you're being consistent with your placing of your orders. If you can be disciplined and place those tickets ahead of the market movements, you're already halfway there. But that's the biggest thing. People not putting in their orders, and then they're wondering why they're missing moves in the market. And then they want to chase the market. Should I get in now? No, you shouldn't get in now. Trading discipline says no. If you missed your trade, the market has now moved well beyond you and left you in the dust. You just missed out. You don't go chase the market, because price is king. It's not about market timing. It's about price. All right. You can time the market all, well and good, but if you get in on a bad price, or should I say the wrong price, it could cost you, and it could have irrevocable outcomes for you in multiple ways. One of the chief ways is, let's say this particular trade that we're talking about required an $850 stop loss. All right, that's your initial stop. Your initial stop is $850. If you execute the trade correctly, you will have a stop $850 away from your entry price. But because you were messing around and you didn't put your order in when you should have, ahead of the market is open, and after 20 minutes of trading, all of a sudden the market just goes bananas. And now the market is well beyond your entry price. So now here you are. I knew the market was going to go up today. I knew it. I called it. Yeah, but now you're at a disadvantage, because you get in the market. You may market yourself in, or whatever, because you don't want to miss any more. Now the market stops and it reverses, and now it's back. It's back and filling. You're experiencing not an $850 stop. You may be looking at a $1,200 stop, because you got in $400 worse than what you were supposed to. So now you have to absorb a $1,200 stop versus the $850 stop. See what I'm saying? So price is important more so than timing. The price is important more so than timing of the market. The wrong price at the right time is still wrong. Always remember that. A lot of people would like to argue me down on that one, but I'm telling you, it's about price and nothing else. It's about that price. The price matters. Price matters. If that's the only thing I could drill into your head, is that price matters. Not the timing, it's the price. All right? Would you rather be the guy who just bought a brand new Ferrari as soon as it rolls off the assembly line? Of course you like that. Man, I got the first joint that rolled off the assembly line. Look at me. I'm styling and profiling. I'm flossing in the hood. You are. And you say, then they be like, how you cop that? Oh man, because I timed it. I knew that at a certain time in this day and time that this car would be rolling off of that that factory line. I just knew it. Hey man, that was dope, yo. You really got it going on right now, right? Now you would think that dude was a genius, because the factory had already told everybody they're only gonna make one car, and whoever gets there first gets the car. And this dude happened to be there first, and he got the car. Everyone thinks he's a genius. Everyone's like, man, you got it going on. Would you rather be that guy, or would you rather be this guy? Not only is the car coming off of the assembly line right now, but they're gonna make a few extra ones. And instead of paying full price for the car, you're getting the car for $1. Which guy would you rather be? The first dude there who got the first car that came off the assembly line? Or would you rather be the second guy there who got the second car off the assembly line, but he paid only $1 for it, whereas the first guy paid $500,000 for his car. See what I mean? Timing means nothing. It's about price. Price. Say it with me. Price. 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 So you can time the market perfectly. But if you get in at the wrong price at the right time, it's still wrong. All right? So that's what's going on. All right? So now that we have gotten that out of the way, let's take a look at some charts. Because after all, tomorrow is Take Back Friday, is it not? Here we go. Let's boot it up, shall we? Take Back Friday is in full effect. Full effect. We're going to run through these rapidly. All right, so track with me. First chart here. Actually, let me do this because sometimes the charts do not update like they're supposed to. So let me go ahead and do that right quick. And in that way, I know we're dealing with the right thing here. All right, so while I'm doing this, there have been many people over the course of today sounding the alarm, saying something ain't right. Something ain't right. They think that the economy is at emergency status level. And you know what? I have to agree. All right. Y'all looking at my chart? Can y'all see my chart? Huh? Can you see the chart? Can you dig it? All right. For those who know that the movie The Warriors, you know, when Cyrus was like, "Can you dig it?" All right. Can you dig it? Is you with me? Huh? Can you see the Bitcoin chart in front of you, man? What that chart say, man? You can't make this stuff up, man. I use the algos. That's why my name is the algo capitalist, man. Because my algos are better than their algos, man. What this chart say? Who told you that this initial target was going to be hit, man? Huh? What you think? Did I not tell you that we were going to get here and then the market was in trouble? I said, we're going to get to it. We're going to get about that 7,000, 7,500 level, but that's it. Did not the market retreat after respecting the trend line resistance overhead? What? Did not say this yesterday? And didn't I say this the day before yesterday? And the day before that day, and the day before that day, every day since those days. And that's exactly what the market gives you? Huh? Say it with me. What I say, algo, you say capitalist, algo, capitalist, algo, capitalist. There you go. You can't make this stuff up, people. You can't make this up. This is how we do it. This is how we roll every day. Come break bread with us. My man, Frank is in the room. He said, minutes after our show today, it happened. Right after I repeated it. There you go. Hey, y'all watch the live stream with a brother. What did the market do? What was it doing? What is it doing right now? I can tell you what it's doing right now. It's falling. This is where we are. All right. These markets move in, how can I say this, musical type patterns. The order flows tell the whole story, folks. And that's what we do over at PulseWave Trading. You can't make this stuff up. All right. This happened before the fact. I am on record telling you what was going to happen before it happened, not after it happened. All right. This is what it is. All my algo capitalist peoples in the live stream, if you made money in the Bitcoin following the PulseWave price trigger system, go ahead and holler it out so people know what time it is over here. This is what we do. This is how we roll. Knuckle. All right, next chart. This is Ethereum. We still got that ticking time bomb. It tried to follow Bitcoin today, but couldn't quite get up to the trend line resistance. The door is still kind of open for the Ethereum to get up here and test the trend line resistance around the 150, 160-ish handle. Now, remember, for cryptos, a Friday actually extends into the weekend. That's kind of their Friday. Their Friday includes Saturday, okay? So you got like a 2-day period that equals Friday. And then that kind of extends out until 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, okay? So that's kind of how these markets have been flowing for a long time. And I don't know if that's ever going to change or stop. But as of right now, that's how it is, okay? And there has to be some type of rhythm behind it, because don't forget, we got a Bitcoin futures contract, and it only trades Sunday night until Friday, just like all the other futures contracts. It doesn't trade over the weekend. See what I'm saying? So there is definitely a rhyme to that reason. All right. So just want to throw that out there to you. All right. Oh, you know what? I need to go back. I forgot to tell you what we need on the Bitcoin, didn't I? See, and y'all didn't correct me either. Y'all let me go. Y'all didn't stop a brother. All right, Take Back Friday. You know how we do for Take Back Friday. I give you those price points. Do y'all want y'all price inflection points for Friday? Do you want it for Friday? All right, here we go. All right, your Bitcoin Futures Composite Index survey says 6,487.49. That is 6,487.49. If we do not close above that by 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, the market is in trouble. The market is in trouble. Okay? Massive selling will occur for next week if the market can't get it going. All right, so it needs to start picking it up. It can start tonight. It can be later on tomorrow. It has until Sunday, like I said. If it can't do it, if it's not exactly above that price I just gave you, game over. Game over. Fatality. All right. Or the special one that people love. I used to love to see this whenever I could get it. It would say babality. That's right, babality will happen. I don't want to see that, because I know there's a lot of long-term investors here that will get hurt, that will get creamed. But the threat is definitely revisiting this if we can't hold it. All right. I don't want to see it drop to 1,000, but there is a very, 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 very high probability that could happen if we do not close above the number I just gave you. All right, moving on. Ethereum needs to close above 134.80 for Friday's trading. 134.80. If we do not, you already know what it is. Run it. All right, the gun is coming through the crack in the window while you're at the red light, and the dude in the black ski mask is going to say, run it. You know what this is. And you're going to have to take out your purse, your wallet, and you got to break them off. All right, don't get robbed. Don't get stuck up. This thing is flat too. See how this base just flattened out? See how this is like already starting to like lower itself down? This thing is setting up to get punished. We need to close above 134.80. If not, it will open the door to massive selling, all right, for next week. It's already well above that, so it just has to maintain over the weekend, folks. It can't give up the ghost. All right, looking at the E-mini S&P 500, we got a primary rally alert for tomorrow. This market's going to have to close above 2506 tomorrow. 2506. It must close above 2506. If it does not, Katie, bar the door. The market will get absolutely punished next week. Straight up punished, like Ray the Crippler Stevens used to do outside of the ring on the concrete floor. Y'all remember him, y'all old heads. Y'all remember Ray the Crippler Stevens? Y'all remember what he would do? He would do that that pile driver outside the ring on the concrete and cripple you. Man, I used to love that the WWE back in the day. All right, moving on. So we got it. E-mini S&P 2506 tomorrow, or it gets punished by Ray the Crippler Stevens next week. It gets power drived. Canadian dollar, switching over to forex right quick. We are still in a corrective phase right now, coming off of this rally back hither. We did have this primary crash alert, followed by a secondary crash alert. Market did head lower. Gave you kind of a V-shaped recovery, but it's a weak one. It's a very weak one. I think this one is getting ready to head lower. Now, the funny thing is, you would have thought that the market would have caught a bid because crude oil did come out swinging today. All right, it swung. It swung up to $27. All right, it was really trying to ride hard. It was trying to ride. It said, I ride for my crew. I ride for my hood. Oil was like, you can't keep me down. I ride. All right. Well, sorry to say somebody did keep you down, oil, because oil now is it did drop below $24 a barrel. It hit 23.52 so far in the overnight. And right now we're at 24.07. We're down $1.25. Somebody say TKO. Crude oil is Leon Spinks. The price action is Mike Tyson. And he just took one too many to the jaw. Crude oil could not maintain that $27 handle and took one too many to the jaw. I don't think he can get up, folks. BCH, going over to crypto now. We're swinging all over the place. BCH needs to close tomorrow above 222.44. 222.44. If by Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it is not trading above that, Sayonara, arrivederci, peace. It gets obliterated next week. We don't want to see that. The one thing we got on the inside is trying to work out this little pointer that may give it a little bit of push, but I don't think we go too much further. You know, the 250-ish is about it. And then it's probably going to roll over. Now, your momentum is trying to pull up. It's been flat forever, but it's trying to push up. Still got the ticking time bomb. I can't write off the market just yet. It still has a chance to just explode, you know? We got the beginning stages of a bullish weekly trend momentum right now. So anything's possible, but, you know, we're gonna watch it. We're going to see what's up. 222.44. And y'all let me go again without giving you the lowdown. I didn't give you the crude oil. Let me go back and give you where crude oil needs to close at. Because this one I'm watching myself. I want to get back in it. The OIH really didn't perform. It barely even moved today when the crude oil moved. So I might have to really I might have to go in there and I might have to just get short the crude oil contract outright. I might just have to do that, like for real. I might have to do that. Because if I can't get what I'm looking for with the equities, then I don't have a choice. I have to do it. All right, so here's our crude oil. Crude oil right here, you can see it's been just dead in the water, kind of basing out, but just no momentum, no life at all. Um, we had a primary rally alert. It took a day for this to break out, and it did, giving us a secondary rally alert now. So this one's acting like it wants to get up toward this trend line resistance, which is way up here at $38.45 a barrel. Happen not gonna, not right now. But we'll see. I'm gonna watch it and see. Um, it needs to close tomorrow though above $22.37. That's it. It just needs to close above $22.37. If it can do that, then it opens the door for more rallying into next week. And here is the beginning stages of weekly bullish trend momentum. So I might have to buy some crude oil. I might have to get in there and see what happens. I'll let it back and fill a little bit more, and we'll see. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. It's been so oppressed for so long. Doesn't mean it can't go lower. I've been hearing people say, "Oh, it's going to go to $10. It's going to go to $5. It's going to go to $2." That is not true. Remember what I told you. This is a political market, and this right here is a political football. They push it and do whatever they want. Remember, dirt cheap crude oil prices only helps the consumer. It does not help the superpowers or OPEC. It doesn't help the United States. It doesn't help OPEC. It hurts them because then now they're not making money. It costs them a certain amount of money to take the stuff out of the ground. And if my memory serves me correct, that's about $15 a barrel. All right. It costs them $15 a barrel to take the stuff out of the ground. If crude oil drops to $10 a barrel, that means it's costing them money to take it out of the ground. They're actually losing money. They might as well just get out of the business of crude oil. That's not going to happen. We use crude oil for everything you can think of, everything that exists that you can think of, even stuff that you put inside of your body has some type of petrol component in it. Okay. When the crude oil is cracked, it has over 1,000 different purposes. All right, we even make the synthetic, prescription medications with it. You do everything with it. All right, it's in everything. That petrol is in everything. All right, without the crude oil, there's no plastic of any kind. All right, so it's important. It's not going to zero. All right, we're never going to be 100% off of crude oil. Crude oil is the super black gold. It's the super goo, the super substance. We do a lot of things with it, not just energy. All right, it is the miracle, wondrous thing that comes out of the ground. All right, so this oil is going back up someday. Just not today, but it will go back up. And I think at some point it probably will be north of $150 a barrel. We'll see. All right, moving on. So BCH needs to close above 222.44 or it's toast. Next one is the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar has that primary crash alert. We're now 2 bars in, headed south. If it's going to put in a short-term bottom, it needs to close above 60.79 tomorrow. 6079, or it opens up more selling into next week. All right, moving now to the Dow futures. Dow futures still has a ticking time bomb on it. Here's the little rally thing that it tried to do today. And in relation to all the other bars, this one looks really anemic, right? All right, but we do have a primary rally alert, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think that this one is about to get beat down, all right? Like it stole something, beat down like it owes somebody some money and they can't pay, or they've been ducking them. All right, this one's about to get beat down. Where does the Dow need to work? It needs to close tomorrow above 21,239. It must do it. 21,239. 21,239. If it cannot, it will be obliterated next week. And it could be so bad that they might have to stop the fight. If they have to stop the fight, that means they close the market, because the next leg down will look twice as bad as this one. Dun, dun, dun. All right. And I'm short the market. I love it. Okay. Silver. Silver. Here we are. High ho silver. We gapped on up here. All right. Got to do something about this gap. I don't think it's really ready to take off yet, folks. I know we got a primary rally alert. It could go a little higher tomorrow, but we're still flat momentum wise. And we just came off of that selling, but we're not beginning a bullish one to on the back of this bearish momentum. So silver needs to close tomorrow above $14.25. If it does not do that, it's gonna get knocked out in the third round next week. All right, Russell Futures ticking time bomb is upon us. All right, not really participating with today's rally. It needs to close tomorrow above 1102, and really got around 1102.8. 1102.8. There better be a monster rally tomorrow, or the stock market is in trouble next week. We're talking about trouble. All right. Here is, we just did crude oil. Let me take that off of there. All right, here's your New Zealand dollar, your Kiwi. Kiwi is coming off of a primary crash alert and looks to be extending downward, but we're kind of basing out now. The momentum has stopped falling. Are we ready to bounce back up and test the trend line resistance right here around 61.84? All right, so Kiwi needs to close tomorrow above 59.34. Failure to do that would open the door for more selling for next week, and that would knock the Kiwi out of the tree, and it could fall below 5,600. Dun, dun, dun. That puts us down here, folks. Sorry to have to be the bearer of bad news. Moving on, this is the NASDAQ 100. The NASDAQ 100 is failing to keep it 100. Having problems with that 76 level, folks. Having a hard time with that 76. All right. It needs to close tomorrow above 75.98 3/4. That is 75.98 3/4, or it's over. It's OVA. Over. Look at the redness coming. He's bleeding. His eye is cut. He has that looks like a bad cut. The ref could stop the fight next week, folks. This is the beginning stages of a bearish weekly trend momentum. All right, a bearish weekly trend momentum. Solar minimum. Momentum. All right, dude is bleeding. He's cut under his left eye. If he can't close tomorrow above 75.98 3/4, the ref could stop the fight next week. He could be forced to stop the fight, because this is looking right here. It's looking right here that it wants to go here. This here, it looks like it wants to go here. 6,500. Here we come. I know I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but 6,500 is in play if we do not close above 75.98 3/4 today. All right, moving on. We got the bad messed up NEO chart. I don't know what NEO is doing. Let me do this, because I know y'all been wanting to see NEO forever, and I haven't been able to produce NEO for you. Me and NEO, I guess we beefing. I don't know why we would be beefing. It ain't like, I owe him money or anything like that. I mean, I thought me and NEO, that we go way back. I thought we was peoples. Maybe I got it all wrong. Maybe we not. Maybe we not cool like I thought we was. I don't know. Let's see here. Here's NEO. All right, here's NEO. Got a ticking time bomb here. and it looks, this whole thing is a crumbly mess. All right, the cookie is crumbling. It don't look good. It doesn't look healthy. I don't like it. Your momentum is like invisible, non-existent. Your overhead trend line resistance is way up yonder. Around that 85 to 8.5 to 9 level. Got to close tomorrow. We'll say by Sunday, 6 p.m. Got to close above 6.7808. All right, 6.7808. If it does not, by 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Sunday, then OVA, the game is over for Neo. And I don't know how low. This thing could end up going to 1 or 2. I don't know. It's not looking good, folks. All right, Litecoin, sticking with the crypto. Okay, the Litecoin chart is, we've been talking about this chart for some time because the market is truly, respecting the range. Remember what I taught you? This here, followed by this here, is your trading range. The one cancels the other out. Has not the market been respecting the range? For weeks now, we've been respecting the range. Overhead trend line resistance getting a little bit closer, around that 48-ish handle. All right, but Litecoin, your light bill is due. All right, you owe us $39.2267. If we don't get our $39.2267, you're gonna get knocked out, and you're going to 25. So if I can quote from my other favorite movie, tell me if y'all know this one. Either you fixing to come see me, or it's blank is fixing to come see you. Do y'all know? Come on now, what is it? Come on, y'all know it. Damon, when he get up? Friday, that's that Friday joint right there. All right, so that's right here. So either Litecoin is fixing to close above 39.2267, or the sellers are fixing to come see you, and you going to 25 or 20 if that don't happen. It's looking really bad, folks. I know you guys are seeing this reoccurring theme across markets here. It's just not looking good. All right, a bright spot. It's about time. All right. So we're in a bear market here on the yen. All right, for those that want to be able to take advantage of what the dollar is doing, like when the U.S. dollar is strengthening, like it is right now as we speak, it's above par. You can get in here and you can bang it out with the yen. All right, you can trade the Japanese yen, okay, dollar yen, and it should move, bang for your buck with that dollar. Right now, though, we're coming off of this primary crash alert, got all the way down here. Now we got a primary rally alert, but it's happening right under the trend line resistance, and right over there, over top there is our Kumo cloud. Strong points of resistance. All right, if we're going to put in a short-term bottom and make a run for the top, the market tomorrow needs to close above 108.04. We're going to put in a short-term bottom today and need to close above 108.04. Failure to do so is game over. It's going to hit right here, and it's going to run out of steam and roll over. And we're coming back down here to test this way down here. Man, just when you thought you had a bright spot, right? All right, here's the pound sterling. Pound sterling, a little bit different of a story. Kind of running out of juice right here as we're getting closer to the trend line resistance overhead. And this trend line right now is at 125.71-ish. This market needs to close tomorrow above 123.14, or it's a wrap. We get up here and we stall and reverse. All right. This is still good. This primary crash alert is still good. 3 to 5 bars out. We got 3 in. So tomorrow is almost upon us. What's it going to be? Are we going to fall or are we going to rise? We will see. But it must close above 123.14 tomorrow or it's over. There will be blood in the water and the bears will be coming in, swooping in. All right, looking at the euro dollar now. Primary crash alert continuing to fall. Beginning stages. This is just the beginning of a bearish weekly trend momentum reading. Momentum is also pointing down. If we're going to put in a short-term bottom and do a V-shaped recovery, it better do it quick. Needs to close tomorrow above 109.50. 109.50 is what this market needs, or more selling is in the future for this market next week. All right, moving right along. Here we go. All right, gold. We're looking at them gold futures right now. All right, here we go. Primary crash alert right here, followed by primary rally alert. We got that. The market did bounce after multiple days of selling. But we're right here. It stopped right at the top of the Kumo cloud. Exactly. I think this thing is going to be smacked down again. It's in jeopardy. I know we got the bull. I know all of that, but we got this still. We got this overhead weekly bearish trend momentum reading. Is not gone anywhere yet. So until this thing disappears, it's going to be a lot of resistance for gold to giddy up. But we're going to be hopeful, though. All gold needs to do is close above $1,617.20 tomorrow. And so far, it's doing it. It's right now trading at $1,630.50. 50 cents. All right. If it can hold that, and it's looking like it probably will, all right, then it's already done it. All right. Then we can see bullishness next week. This thing has further to run, which means I can feel comfortable holding my GDXJ over the weekend, holding my gold miners. That's right. I'm holding the gold miners and the inverse ETFs for the Dow and the NASDAQ over the weekend. All right. Unless we get like just some ignorant, stupid move tomorrow, then I might go ahead and book profit. But then again, maybe not. I might take like a majority off the table and leave a little something. But then again, I don't know. It depends on what happens. I don't have a problem being short equities on the weekends. The only risk is really to the downside. What are they going to do? Say they cure cancer tomorrow or over the weekend? We have a cure. I doubt it. So the risk, in my opinion, is anyone being long equities going into any weekend until this whole coronavirus thing is behind us. And I mean behind us. As long as it is still out in front of us and the worst is yet to come, nah, you ain't gonna see me holding nothing like that. All right, let's see. Let's gold. So we got gold 16, 17, 20 for tomorrow. Oh, that's it. Yes, we are done. We are out of here. We are done. That's it. That's a wrap. You know what I could do? Let me show y'all this real quick, just so you can see, because I know some of y'all are still holding. So here we go. This is the overnight markets real quick. Dow is down 179, NASDAQ down 53, S&P down 21 and a quarter, Russell down 12.4, Bitcoin down 65, crude oil down $1.42, gold down $6.20. Hey, gold, what are you doing? You're going the wrong way, man. Get back up there. Silver down 10 cents at $14.55. All right, I got a request. Someone's asking for the hedge and the TLT. All right. Let's see here. Hedge and TLT. All right. Thanks, man. I did forget that TLT though. Definitely. Let me hook you up. Let me hook you up real quick. Okay, hedge. Let's see here. There you go. Yeah, man. I liquidated that hedge. I'm looking for an opportunity to get back into it though. We'll see. All right, the TLT is bullish phase still, as you can see, bullish weekly trend momentum. It needs to close tomorrow above $166.74. If it does not, then it is also at risk of being a target of short selling for next week. I know we're in the bullish overall makeup. We got bullish weekly trend momentum and all of that. I understand that. But the way the market is moving, you cannot ignore the culture that we're currently in these markets. And that's culture of selling. Rallies being sold. Sold. All right. We only had a 1-2 punch. We won it and we two'd it, and then boom, it just recovered. Just like that. 61.8% retracement. I think I saw a putty cat. I think this one probably is about to come down here and test this trend line support around 155. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. That's a good one. Right now, the bonds are up 14/32. So maybe it's up a bit in the overnight. It's up a little. It's just a little teeny bit. It's about right here. So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, you got to trade what you see, right? So the risk is to what though? The downside. I don't know, man. I don't know. I would just, that's why I create the system so that when I'm in these little quagmires, these little pickles, and I can't make my mind up, I just follow the system. So the system says I'm to go long, and there's a intraday price inflection point for me. Then that's what I'm going to do. That's how I do it. But sometimes I look at these and I be like, oh, I don't know, man. But that's what it is. Okay, HDGE has a ticking time bomb. It's under correction. Well, hold on. Did I just say that correctly? Wait a minute. How in the world is HDGE in a correction when the stock market has been getting wiped out? HDGE is supposed to operate like an inverse ETF, like DXD and QID and SDS and TWM. What the heck? What kind of foolishness is this? I didn't, it's funny. I have not been looking at the chart on the HDG. I was just looking at, whatever the printout was on the reports. But now I'm looking at the chart. I'm like, what in the fraggernackle is happening here? This thing looks like it's about to roll over regardless of what the stock market does. This thing shouldn't be hurt like this. This thing should be way up here. It should not be in full-blown correction mode either. Come on now. How is this in full-blown correction mode when the Dow chart is way down here? Yeah, I know it's still, no, it's not even bullish anymore. I can't say that. We've been in correction. It's not bullish. It has a bullish complexion, but it's not bullish. It's not trending. We got lower highs. We got lower highs. Lower highs. How is that a bullish trend? We got lower highs. And we got a primary crash alert for tomorrow. The trend line is in jeopardy right now. Right now. If this thing falls anymore, the trend line right here is in play for next week. All right, where does it need to close tomorrow? It needs to close if it's gonna get back boogieing to the upside. It needs to close tomorrow above $7.09. $7.09. Now, today it closed at $7.19. That means it needs not to drop 10 cents tomorrow. It needs to run upward 10 cents tomorrow. If it does not, I'm afraid this is going to play out and this thing is coming down. That does not mean that equities go up. For some odd reason, this stock is acting like it's broken. The way this correction thing is going, how it's just been trending down, suggests that the market has been trending up. This thing is broken. Let me show y'all something. Keep this chart in mind, but let me show you something. Let me show you how charts are supposed to really look. And then this will let you know what I'm talking about. Because of the nature of the environment we've been in, it's like a lot of the charts are they just been shattered, man. They're not even moving right. It's the craziest thing in the world. All right, it's not there, so let's go to here so I can find it, so I can show it to you. All right. All right, now here is this one, and then I'm gonna show you this. All right, we're gonna make this happen. All right, so I'll take this one off. All right. All right. So here we have it. Here's the two charts side by side. Here, oh, you can't see nothing. Hold on. My bad. My bad. ISO sorry. All right. So here we got this. Here is the Dow futures on your left. Here's DXD on your right. Now, when the first initial sell-off happened, you can see it moved and behaved correctly, right? But then as the Dow just moved up a little bit, right? Look how much the DXD fell. Good grief. They're supposed to have a similar movement. This one was in jeopardy of going bearish, and technically it did because it closed below the long-term trend line. This one got nowhere near its upwards trend line resistance. What the heck? It's supposed to be moving tick for tick, man. It's like it did it first real great on the initial, and then when the Dow corrected a little bit, this thing was in jeopardy of already turning bearish, and this thing was still bearish. You see what I'm saying? So the outflows are broken. And it's sad to see this kind of broken downness in the markets. You got a little teeny technical bounce here, and the DXD is like it can't even get up. This thing is still down here by the near the bottoms, and this thing is nowhere near its top. If anything, this correction, all this right here, should be up to around like maybe right here where this first gap is. It should be like maybe right here or right here at the worst, not way down here. All right. See what I'm saying? It ain't looking right. It ain't looking right at all. All right. Now let's see here. Let's go ahead and do it like this. All right. We just added your HDGE to the mix. All right. See what I'm saying? Correction for this and a correction for this. Now, the HDGE didn't obliterate as much as the DXD has. It only came down just slightly, just a little bit off. It's still trading within the range, the established range of this bar. And what I taught you about the ranges. All right, it's respecting the range, okay? But this DXD is just broke the heck up. It just broke up. There's a big difference. There's a huge difference. I was expecting the DXD chart to look like the HDGE chart, to be honest with you. This is how it's supposed to look, not like this. And this is the DXD, all right? It's supposed to work and move with the futures contract like exactly, tick for tick. And it's not doing it. Something broke up in here. You were threatening to go bearish while this thing was still bearish. Technically speaking, for one day, it was bearish. This was bearish along with this chart. What in the world? Really? So HDGE is acting better, but the DXD moves better. This is more fluid than this. See these elongated bars? That's more like it. I want to see my money move. This is not moving around at all. It's not moving around at all. It's like stuck. But at least this is going somewhere. At least it's moving. But the moves are too exaggerated. They're supposed to be smoother than that. This chart, technically speaking, should look like this chart, but with these nice elongated bars, more elongated than this one. So I just wanted to show y'all just how this whole crypto thing, I mean, not crypto, I'm sorry. This whole COVID thing, the markets now have the coronavirus, all right? The markets have the coronavirus. Certain markets are sicker than others. The DXD has the coronavirus. I need the DXD to get it together. I needed to get it together. All right? Make me my money. Run me my money, DXD. Run me my money. The good news is that we have the beginning stages of a bullish weekly trend momentum. All right. And all the DXD tomorrow needs to do is close above $30.57, and we are golden. All right. We're golden. HDGE, though, needs to close above $7.09. And it's already above that now. It just needs to maintain that. All right. So we're set to do all right. Even though we got these primary crash alerts, what I'm expecting tomorrow, if the stock market is down any kind of significance, then what will happen is we're going to get, see these two bars right here? We're going to get this to cancellate, and then we'll create a range. And then next week, we'll have the opportunity to gap above the range. So here's how this is going to go from where I can see it. All right. So this is us today right here at this bar. Tomorrow we should have a blue bar with a primary rally alert attached to it. Then depending how Monday goes, if we get a black Monday, then the next bar will be above, outside of the trading range of these two bars. So you're looking at a possible gap up on Monday. All right, everybody get it? So what will end up happening is, if it runs me my money on Monday, I got to get out by the close, because then turnaround Tuesday is going to come, and then the next bar will back and fill. Is everybody tracking with me? All right, so this is how this is looking. I'm showing you where we're going to get our money. I'm letting you know that. I'm showing you where we'll get our money. Now, anything can happen. Excuse me. Technically, the DXD back and filled today. Because see this gap? This bar does constitute a back and fill. This is done. It's free to rally tomorrow. I'm thinking either we're gonna like gap up, depending on how bad it is tomorrow, or we'll just get that blue bar for primary rally alert, and then come Monday we gap up. Okay. All right. So I just had to let y'all know what time it is. This is what we're shooting for. So get ready for Take Back Friday tomorrow. All right. And with that being said, don't forget PulseWaveTrading.com. Come break bread with us, man. Don't just sit here and watch the end of day reports, man. You need to get in the water, get in the game. All right. I showed you the charts, so you have the roadmap, but you don't know what gear we driving in. If you want to know what gear we driving in, you need to come see us. If you want to know how we do this, you need to come see us, because the system already has everything done for us, so that even if we are wrong on the direction, the system is built to put us on the right side of the market regardless. So if let's say I'm going short this tomorrow. If I'm wrong and the market fills my short and then gets me and goes up, the system is designed so that I don't get hurt, and it will flip me on the right side of the market. It doesn't always do that. We don't always flip like that. But there are times where the system will know, based on the money flows and the intraday price inflection points, where and what we need to do. So if you need to come see that, you got to see that in action for yourself, because me trying to tell it to you, like explain it like this, you're not going to get it. You have to see it. And then you'll be like, oh, that's how he's doing. Oh, that's how they be knowing what's going on. That's how he be knowing. Exactly. All right. So with that being said, folks, I'm out. I'll see y'all in the morning. for the pre-market pulse scan. And I think there's a webinar tomorrow. I believe it is. Frank would know better than me. So that being said, if we do have it, it's at pulsewavetrading.com. You can go pre-register for it. With that being said, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. And I'm out. Peace.